Hello, friends. How are you? It is Sunday, and we're back to Storytime Sunday. And first of all, I hope you're all doing amazing on this wonderful, amazing weekend. I definitely did. I just got back from the island, Vancouver Island, from my friend's wedding, and it was just beautiful, magical, and I'm so grateful to be a part of it. And however, I will share that for another time. But today, I'd like to share with you how I got my names. Yes, and I said names. And so, if you've been following my lives or my Sunday stories, then you'll know that I am Vietnamese, and I came over after the Vietnam War, and so my name in Vietnamese is Thai. So for those who are Vietnamese and didn't know, it's Wook Thai. So my full name is Jang Wook Thai, and I think it's a beautiful name. But the meaning behind that is, at the time, it was the end of the Vietnam War, and this our family journey was that we fled Vietnam as boat people, and so my parents wanted to, I guess, have some significance in that, and so we had for us to head over to North America, we had to fly over the Pacific Ocean, and so the Pacific Ocean in Vietnamese is Thai Bình Dương, right? And so that's the name of the Pacific Ocean, and so Thai is the first word of it, and so that's my name, and my younger brother is supposed to be Bun, but my I think it's my grandfather, he wanted a different name, which was Tan. So my brother's name was Tan. But it's supposed to be Bun to signify our journey across the Pacific Ocean. And had my parents had another child, it would have been Yung. So for me, I'm very grateful for that, because it's a great reminder for me to just remind myself how fortunate I am to be living in this amazing, beautiful country called Canada, and even a more beautiful city in Vancouver. Vancouver's seriously amazing, beautiful. Like, just I was on the ferry going to Vancouver Island, and if you saw my live yesterday, you saw the scenery, the sun, the mountains, the waters. There's nothing like nature. But I digress. So so that's where my name came from, right? It's just to, I guess, to honor our journey to come to Canada, and I love it because it just reminds me how grateful I should be every day just to be living here. And so my English name, of course, you all know, is Edison, and so interesting. So obviously, when we came over, I was 1 year old, and my parents wanted us to have English names, and so, believe it or not, they looked in the encyclopedia. I don't know how you got your name, but that's where my parents got our names. So, and so they searched. I'm sure they tried to find certain people of importance, and so obviously they stumbled onto Edison. That's my name, but it can't be random, because my brother's name, they went with a theme, obviously. After I tell you, so my older brother's name is Madison, and then my younger brother's name is Thompson. So Madison, Edison, Thompson. So obviously they got the theme of the sons. And so Madison and Thompson were U.S. presidents, and obviously Edison was an inventor. And so I like to think that has a little foreshadowing of making a positive impact on the world. And so yeah, with the theme of sons, obviously my parents liked it, and some of my family liked it as well. And so I have a couple cousins. One's Anson, another one's Jefferson, and then my dad ended up naming my half brother Robertson. And so obviously, there's a theme in our family. And so with Robertson, though, when he came over when I think he was about 7 years old or 6 years old. My dad wanted him to have a good education, and obviously in Canada it's better than in Vietnam, and so he brought him over when he's about 6, and my dad said, "Hey, can you come up with an English name?" Hey, Donna. So my dad said, "Hey, can you come up with an English name for your brother?" I'm like, "Sure. Give me a few days." So I thought about it. I'm like, man, okay, he's my bro, So I'm like, okay, I gotta come up with a cool name. My dad just said, just as long as there's son in there, right? So I thought about that. I'm like, all right, cool. So I came up with Bryson. So I'm like, I think that would be a cool name. That'll be my brother. Like, come on. And so I go back. I tell my dad, hey, I got the perfect name for Ben. Ben is his name. And then so I told him, yeah, so it's Bryson. He says, oh, I already named him. It's Robertson. I'm like, what? I'm like, I spent all this time trying to find the perfect name for him. And then he just nixes my name. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. But the funny thing is, knowing how he is now, Robertson actually, I think, fits him and his personality a lot better. So, hey, I guess there's lots of power in a name. And so, I'd love to hear, type in the chats, where did you get your name, or how did your name come about? Is there any significance behind it, or, were you named after your father, your grandfather, or somebody special? I'd love to hear it, because I think that'd be really cool to know about you, my friends. So Robertson, I think, fits him really well. And so the last thing on my name is, ever since I was young, I always liked to play with, just be silly and just play with words and what have you, right? So with my name, I don't know if you ever noticed, but if you cut up my name to 3 small words, what do you get? That's right. Ed is on. Come on, baby. That's right. Ed is on Facebook Live. Haha. No, not funny. Ba-doom-boom. No, okay. Anyways, yeah. So I don't know. I thought it was funny. I thought about that when I was young, like I was like 12 or something, or 10. And so Ed is on. And here's another thing that when I was playing around with my name was that, just think about it. If I spelled my name backwards, what do you get? Chop it up in 2 words, and that's right. You get no side. So Ed is on, no side. Ah? No? Feel it? No? Ah, okay. Anyways, I just thought it was funny. I thought it was cool. I don't know. I find simple things interesting. That's me. So that's where my names came from. So yeah, if you'd like to share where yours came from, I'd love to hear it. Thanks, Donna. I thought it was funny. I thought it was cool. So I just thought I'd share with you. So yeah, there's power behind your name, and there's power behind you, my friends. Okay, stand up, be a light. I want to wish you, yeah, I want to wish you an amazing week coming up. I love you all. Stay safe, and I will see you soon. Bye.